Okay, so welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a story time. And yeah, like I never thought I was going to be doing story times on this channel because I don't really have a lot of stories that are like tellable, if you know what I mean. So but yeah, I have a story that's tellable, so that's what we're going to do today. So I was selling my phone on the selling apps Kijiji and Letgo. I'm pretty sure Letgo is a Canadian selling site, so I don't think they have that like in America or anything, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, I was selling my phone on those two apps, and I was selling my phone because I was having this issue with Snapchat. And I know that sounds really dumb, like, oh my god, like why would you sell your phone because like your Snapchat? And I didn't like the camera on the phone I had anyways, and I had the iPhone XR, and like I don't know, like something like, oh my god, like isn't that a new phone? Like no, like the camera is terrible, so don't buy the phone. But anyways, so I posted the ad on both of the websites or apps, and like obviously people started responding and stuff. And then so like one person responded and they said that, oh, like are you able to meet today, like I want to buy this phone, blah blah blah. So obviously I said, okay, like let's meet today, this spot, this time, and you can buy the phone obviously. So I believe I met them, it was two people, at 2 o'clock at this coffee shop that's just down the street from where I live. So probably like 10 minutes before the meetup time, I started heading down there, right? And there was like a bench outside, and I was just sitting on that because it was like really nice outside. So I was just sitting there waiting for them to show up. And then so they get there, and like because they text me and they're like, oh yeah, like we're here, we're just parked in front of like this store, blah blah blah, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm just sitting on this bench, blah blah blah, and this and that. So it was like a man and a woman, and the man was probably about like in his like 50s, early 60s or something like that. And then it was a girl, she seemed like she was in like her mid 30s or something. And so they walk up to me and like, okay, let's get in the car, let's go, like we'll do the deal in there. I'm like, sir, are you okay? Like what? Like no. Like I was like, no, like I'd rather not, like we can just go in the coffee shop and just do it there. And I was like, that's what I'm more comfortable with, like I don't want, like, sorry sir, what? And then so we go into the coffee shop, and then me and the girl sit down, and because she was the one who was buying the phone, and I think that was like her, I don't know, like her uncle or her dad or something, I don't know, but that's besides the point. So she just like starts looking at the phone, obviously just like inspecting it and just like asking questions, and I'm answering them. And then it's just me and the girl like sitting down like across from each other, and then dad is like still standing up there. Okay, so that's what I was saying. Yeah, so the dad was like not sitting down with us, he was just like standing like beside us, like over us, right? And so after that they started asking me like more questions, but not about the phone, like about me. Like the dad was just like, oh yeah, like what's your name and stuff, like it doesn't say on like the app or anything, and blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, obviously it says that, like it doesn't say my name on the app for a reason, because I made it like that. And then there was like asking my name and stuff, and then I said my name was Sarah because I'm not going to drop no guppies. But then after he asked for my name, he was like, oh, do you have a piece of ID on you? And I was like, ID? For what? For what? Like, I don't. And I was just like, no, like I didn't think I was gonna need to bring a piece of ID to sell a phone. Like, no, what the fuck? Even though I did have my ID, but I mean, I wasn't, because I have my address and like my real name and stuff like that, then I would find out like my name's not actually Sarah Manning, and like, so I was like, no. And then so yeah, then he was like, okay, like that's fine, just like put your information in my daughter's phone, right? So I'm like, okay, but I'm saying in my head, I'm like why? Like, why do I have to do all this? He was like, oh, put in your address, put in your number, and like your first and last name. And I was like, basically I complied. I capped really hard in it though. I was like, my name is Sarah Manning. I live on like freaking 32 Peachtree Street. Like, and I gave him like obviously not my real number, and I was just like, but there was a problem because for the contact information, she was like, okay, now let me take a photo of you to put for the contact. And I was like, this is a problem. This is a fucking issue. So obviously I let her take the picture. Girl, I was trying to stop my phone. That's what I was trying to do. So she takes the picture, and then I was like, everything is okay. I'm okay, right? And then after we get through everything and she finally decides and stuff, right, then another issue which made it get even worse was she was like, oh yeah, so what's your e-transfer? I was like, oh, like you don't have cash on you? Because like I usually don't do e-transfer, right? And she was like, oh no, like I don't have cash on me, blah blah blah. But I knew that like if I was just like, oh, like you don't have, like I'm not gonna sell it to you anymore, I only do cash, blah blah, all this stuff, then I have to wait for like someone else to respond and like by the phone go through all the trouble again. I was like, yo, like I just want to, like she wants to buy it, she said she has some money. I was like, okay, let me just do it, right? So then I gave her my e-transfer. And then here's like the other issue. Obviously, you know, on your e-transfer, when you're sending money to someone and like they accept it, it says their name, like it would say Tamara accepted your e-transfer. So I didn't think about that at the time, but oh no, actually I did, because I was like, oh yeah, this is my mom's email, blah 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 and stuff like that. That wasn't really a good lie, like I lied on that. But anyways, so she's like showing me like on her like banking app or whatever. She's like, okay, I'm sending the money and stuff, and like that was that, right? And so the phone that I had with me, it was one of my old phones, so I didn't have like my banking app or like my email or anything like that set up on there. So that's why I asked her to use her phone. And so I logged in there and just kept refreshing and blah blah blah, and it wasn't there. But then again, I wasn't gonna like just like let them leave, and you know, like what if like she actually didn't send it and then I just gave them a phone for free? So you know, so I was like, we're just gonna sit right here and we're just gonna wait, because ain't nobody getting played, and like I was gonna get my money regardless. So yeah, so then after that, we were sitting there, and probably like about 10 or 15 minutes go by, and the e-transfer is still not there. And I was just saying in my house, like, okay, this girl obviously did not send it, because like why is it still here? We've been sitting here for so freaking long. So much time that has been wasted. So then after, she was just like, oh, you know what, I have a few errands to run today, why don't you just come with us while I run an errand, and maybe by the time like I'm done, maybe the money will be there. And let me just get this straight, like I usually don't agree to get in vehicles with like strangers and just like, oh yeah, like but I did it, okay? Like I got in the vehicle, but I mean, like I shouldn't have done that. Like that was really dumb of me. So like I could have honestly just taken the harder route and just been like, no, I can't sell it to you, sorry, that's it. But no, obviously just me being dumb and stuff, I was like, okay, let's just get in the car with these strangers, and I don't even know where we're going, but let's just go. So we're in this vehicle, okay, and we're driving, and like the guy, like the man, he's the one who's driving, and the lady is in like the passenger seat. So she's like, okay, yeah, I have to go mail something or whatever, so let's go to the store, right? And so throughout like the entire car, right, like we went to this like the Shopper Drug Mart, like the FedEx place, so she can mail her stuff. Like throughout the car ride, she was just like kept on letting me like log into my email and check my stuff, right? So I was constantly like, I constantly had her phone in my hands. So what was going through my head during the entire ride, I was like, I have to delete that photo that she took of me on her phone. Because imagine if like there was a problem with the phone or something just went wrong, blah blah blah, she would know what I look like and facial recognition and all that stuff. So I was like, I have to delete this photo. I have to delete this photo. So she went into the store, and then it was just me and the guy that were sitting in the car, right? And I was just pretending to do something just to avoid conversation, because I did not want to talk to this man. Like, I'm just like not good with like, I don't know, like male figures. Like I'm like, no, like I just didn't want to talk to him. So but obviously he was talking to me, and you just kept on coming back with more questions now about, oh, like how old are you, like do you go to school, blah blah blah, oh, like you're really pretty, like are you, like do you do something, like blah blah blah. And I was like, please stop talking to me. Like I was so uncomfortable. So like that's when I just started texting like my friends, like my address and stuff, just so someone knew where I was at that moment, because I was just like, something was off. Like I always get those gut feelings where I'm like, yo, like something doesn't feel right now, like something, like there's an issue, like I don't know. So the girl finally came out of the store, and she let me use her phone again to log into my email to see if like the e-transfer went through. So I logged in again to see if the email was there, and it was, right? But I didn't say anything, because what I was doing, like I saw I was there, I was like saying in my head, I was like, okay good, the money is there, blah blah blah. But then after, when I saw the email, I just like swiped up and went to the photos, and I deleted it, right? I deleted the photo, and then I gave the phone back to her, and I was like, no, it's not there yet, like it's still not there. And thank God I said that, because if I didn't say that, like if I said, oh yeah, like the email is there, I got it, then she would have never given me her phone back. So like we were just sitting in the car, like driving back to like the coffee shop that we met up at, and I was like, oh my god, recently deleted. I have to go into the recently deleted photos and delete it from there as well. So then I asked to like log on her phone again. I was like, okay, like it must be there now, blah blah blah. So I check it again. I already knew the email was already there, right? So I just wanted her phone back so I could delete the photo from recently deleted. So I did that. Everything was all clear. I got the email. Then like as we were like still on our way back, I put my SIM card into like the phone that I had with. So I logged on to my online banking, like I downloaded the app and stuff, and went to my email, deposited the money, all that. So at this point, the money's in my account, like everything is good. I gave her the phone, blah 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 blah, and we're only like about maybe 3 minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes away from the coffee shop where we met up at. So we're pulling up to the coffee shop and stuff, but I'm saying my goodbyes, and I walk across the parking lot of the coffee shop to get to the other side where the sidewalk is, to where I need to go to get to my house. And to get to my house, you have to walk up this big hill. So I was just like starting to walk up that, and then so I'm just walking. I'm probably walking for like maybe 30 seconds up the hill, and then I just look back and I see that the truck, because they were driving a truck and they were parked at like the end of like the road, but that's not where I got out of the car from. Like I got out of the car like way back over there. Like you wouldn't be able to see me walking up like the hill from where I was at. So I was like, why would they drive up and like to the end of the street? Like why haven't they turn, like, because to get over the neighborhood they would have to like do a U-turn and turn around and go back that way. So I was like what? Like I was, so at that point I just started lightly jogging up the hill, because I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna cap, I started running. I was scared, like I was sprinting. I made it home in about 2 minutes. Like, no, because I thought that was so weird, and just I was like, hey, no, I have to go. It's like, okay, we're good, like I'm in the clear, like I'm home now. But like, no, like, moral of the story, just don't be like me, and obviously be way more smarter about this stuff, because I mean the situation could have been way worse than it was. And yeah, like, just be safe out there. But I mean, this is the end of the video. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that. And all of my socials will be down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video.